Is heaven going to be boring for the Christian? There are people that contact me and they say, well, I looked in the scriptures and it does say all we're going to do is rest. And so we're going to get bored and not doing anything. Is it some sort of a celestial couch potato existence? Well, let's take a look at that. And I've got something I want to share with you, I think, which will absolutely change your perspective if you feel this way. This might take more than one video. I'd rather do it thoroughly than do it quickly. So let's start. Matthew chapter 11, verses 28 and 29, Jesus calls out in the invitation to salvation and says, "Come unto me, all you who are laboring and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest." Verse 29, "Take my yoke upon you and learn of me, for I am meek and lowly of heart, and I will give you rest for your soul." Rest once again. These are both the same word. Follow me now because this is going to have an eternal truth. He says, in this life you have faced doubt, trials, anxiety, wondering how you can earn God's favor. I'm here. As I am the mediator between God and man, 1 Timothy 2:5, I'm here to bring you that way, John chapter 14 and verse 6. If you come to me, you don't have to labor and strive anymore. You're going to have rest for your souls, here and then beyond. The word for rest that we find here is a very powerful one. It is anapasis, anapasis. And that word means in the course of your labors, you stop and get restored, you get refreshed, you get renewed. Then you continue on. It's not a cessation of everything. It is a break. Like whenever I was in high school and we would work on the farms, in the midst of the day, the foreman would turn around as we're working in the fields and say, "Fellas, go on over there, get under the tree, let's take a break." And we would get refreshed, we would get renewed, they would bring us water, Pepsis, anything like that. Then we would get refreshed and go back to work. And Jesus says, in this life, I'm here to give you that relief, and also in the next life. Revelation chapter 14, verse 13 is where people get tied up. And this is where that particular passage is so important. The Bible tells us in there, as John's writing about the scene in heaven, a voice comes out in heaven and says, "Blessed are those who die in the Lord." And the Holy Spirit says, yes, they will rest from their labors. And that word for rest is a Greek word which will change your whole thinking. Stay tuned for part 2.